I watch a lot of YouTube food plot shows just like you guys. What's the best fall food plot to plant? Brassicas. Well, southern Wisconsin, surrounded by ag, which I am. Brassica is not the answer. Oats is the answer. I hear some guys say, oh, it takes 3 years for the deer to get used to them. Well, I don't want to wait 3 years. I can guarantee you the deer are going to be hitting the oats as soon as I plant them. I had a real thin strip of oats, about a 1/4 acre last year, and I had a cell camera on there, and the buck I shot, as well as the 2 other nice target bucks running around, were in those oats. I had deer in them every single evening, and what I love about them is they stay nice and green and palatable all the way up through December here in southern Wisconsin, which is just what you want. You don't want, you know, brassicas, oh, they're only good once the first frost. Well, I don't want to wait till the first frost. I want them to be good right off the bat. I'll put the oats in the ground the last week of August. They'll be nice and tender, about 6 to 12 inches tall for that last week of October, first 2 weeks of November, prime time when you want your does to be eating these food plots, so these big bucks that are in the area come and find those does. That's what you want, so that's what we're gonna do. What do we got here? Beautiful food plot. Well, it's gonna be surrounded by 8-foot giant ragweed all around. This is gonna be a beautiful oats food plot, believe it or not. I'm gonna show you guys how to do it. We're gonna get the mowers in here and go to town. This was a nice soybean plot last year. Beginning of August, we gotta get this ready to get some oats in the ground. Got some that's about 10 feet behind me. Here we go. Put it in that last week of August. That way it's nice and tender, 6 to 12 inches come that last week of October, first week of November, when your best opportunity at a big buck is, in my opinion. So we're gonna turn this into a beautiful oats food plot. Here we go. Fall food plot time. I hear everyone talking about brassicas. I'm not saying brassicas aren't good. It all depends on your area. Where I am in southern Wisconsin, I tried brassica last year, and it'll be the last year I plant brassicas. Instead, I'm planting oats. I did Whitetail Institute Oats Plus. I'm also doing buck forage oats this year. I've seen comparisons. Some of the cheap oats you buy at Tractor Supply can do just as good. I've just had really good success with the Whitetail Institute and buck forage oats. So that's what I'm going to be planting behind me here. Got a weed infested area. Not sure if it'd make a good food plot. Well, I'm going to show you it will. We got giant ragweed and wild parsnip all around me. First year planting oats last year, and the deer absolutely hammer them. They stay nice and green all the way up through the first week of December, which is ideal here in Wisconsin for me. Southern Wisconsin, Iowa, Michigan, Minnesota. You want them to be bright green. That first frost usually hits that last week of October, and the soybeans aren't as palatable. Well, guess what? That's when the big bucks start roaming in daylight, that last week of October. So you want something bright green. I tried brassicas last year, just didn't have the success with brassicas that I was hoping for. My little 1/4 acre oat food plot got absolutely hammered every morning and evening by deer. So we're gonna turn this 1/4 acre, 1/3 of an acre, weed infested area into a beautiful food plot. I'm gonna do it with the help of my kids. Reason number 3 I love oats. Look at that thin strip of oats between the corn and the trees. That is a full shade area, and they still grew great. Something you can't say for brassicas. They definitely need sunlight. So as you watch me have some fun knocking down this ragweed with the 0-turn lawnmower, and there you can see the after result on the left side. So it was pretty fun knocking that stuff down. But another reason oats are so great is you can plant them really heavy. Brassicas are pretty fussy. If you plant them 2 grouped together, they're going to be stunted and they're not going to grow right. Oats are pretty resilient. You can spread them heavy and they come up great. We're coming up on deer season. I'm getting super pumped. I'm sure you guys are getting super pumped. So check out my channel for more detailed information on food plots, everything that led me to kill this big boy. And I'm not in trophy whitetail territory. I don't have hundreds of thousands of acres. This big buck was killed on a 10-acre piece. Do the work, do the food plots, hunt smart, fill up your odds, and take it down the biggest buck in your neighborhood. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed what you watched, please subscribe to my channel.